Would you ever consider participating in a hip-hop beat battle?
Definitely not.
Why not?
I don't know. I just don't have the time to prepare for it.
Okay.
You know, like, I think. I mean, if you asked me this question 10 years ago, for sure, I was definitely fit for it. Because you gotta be fit for it. You gotta be doing it every day. You know, knowing the sounds. For me, it's like I make music, but it's dope, but it's not competitive enough. You know, and I'll probably not. I'm not gonna draw. Maybe 6 months from now. We can talk 6 months from now, or at the next one, a month from now. I'm like, okay, maybe let's do a beat battle.
When was the last hit record you worked on?
My last hit was a song called Tembalami by Nosipo. She was an Idols. It was a Afro-popish / had like tinges of Afrobeat. That's my last hit. That went number 1.
All right.
On Ukhozi.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. That's a proper hit.
Do you think South African music producers have a distinct South African identity in their sound?
I think there is an identity, bro. Like there was that phase where there was a lot of releases from Ambitious, and they had like a distinct signature sound. It's kind of disappeared a bit. Everything's kind of become washed up, and it just sounds the same, like as the US stuff. It's a little bit sad, but there definitely is, you know, a core. I haven't dug deep enough. I mean, I was in the Eastern Cape. I'm from the Eastern Cape. I went home and I got to listen to some beats from the local producers that side. They have some really dope stuff happening. There is definitely a sound, but it's not. That sound is kind of washed out of radio because everyone's following a certain trend. You know, the big 808s, the splice sounds. I feel like anything that's like so. You know, identity, right, comes in 2 ways. The first thing would be rhythm. Like, what are you doing? That's what the Ambitious guys were doing really well. Then melodically, like what instrumentation are you putting? When I was working with Josie and Black Gold, the main thing was to create like a South African identity, whether it's rhythmic or whether it's melodic. So that's, for me, my hack was sampling guitar sounds from Daga or anything else. That was okay, sharp. This is distinctly South African. But currently at the moment, after the Ambitious phase, we've kind of lost it. I don't know how you feel about that.
Well, I'm the interviewer.
I know. I was trying to throw one at you.
Well. I see.
Yeah.
What advice would you give to up-and-coming music producers?
I think before you dive into to quit your job or like leave school, I think it's important to have like a really solid business plan per se. What are you gonna do when artists are paying you late? What are you gonna do when rent is due? How are you gonna make money? So, you know, I mean, I work with a really brilliant guy called T-Kid, the producer. T-Kid is always like hustling. He's selling beats online. He's selling samples online. So if you can create a model similar to that, where you don't need a rapper to get paid. You don't need an artist. You can just like slang your music or get on TV. Somehow find a good publisher, have dope music. That's gonna get publishers to put money in your pocket.
If an artist wants to purchase a beat from you,
I don't sell beats.
You don't sell beats?
No,
right?
I don't. But I'll produce a track for you.
Mm-hmm.
You know, that's a different conversation.
What's the difference?
The difference is like buying a beat. That feels like you're giving it away. It's like it's gone. You can buy the service. So I mean, I sell more of a service than a product. Yes, of course, the product's gonna be a song that's gonna go on radio, which requires a little bit more finance on the table. Whereas a beat's like I hand it to you, do whatever. I've never had that situation where I hand a beat over to somebody. I just feel like it's risky. They're gonna do whatever, and then you don't like it, and then you're gonna hate that for the rest of your life. And I feel like as a creator, you're supposed to love your art forever, you know? So selling a beat, definitely not. But if you wanna work with 37 MPH, hit me up on Instagram or X. But I'm mostly active on Instagram as 37 MPH. We can chat. I mean, I speak to anybody. Like if you want a track, I'll ask you to send me your demo. What does it sound like? can I produce this? And we're gonna chop that song apart. We're gonna make it into something amazing.
Right.
You know, so that's what I bring to the table. Whereas just giving the beat.
All right. And then what challenges have you had?
What challenges have you faced as a music producer?
Many challenges. Number one, keeping a steady income stream from music is very hard. It takes a long time. Like I think for me, it took me about 4, 5, 6, 7 years to break through. Even though I had hits on radio, the check wasn't coming in, Samuel wasn't coming in yet. Those were the most challenges. And then the other one that's it's least talked about is profiling of a producer. You know, like when you work with talent, with artists, the artist blows up, and you are just in the background. You know, the guy that produced the beats, the guy who has the tag on the track. You can't really make moves. You can't get endorsements. You can't get a bigger bag if you're not known. So most times, my challenge has been like you're in the shadow. And you know, I think I've been blessed. When I started messing around with the MPC, I decided that I'm gonna be there. When Reason's blowing up, I'm trying to blow up also. But I'm not trying to take his shine. I'm trying to be on that stage, performing the music that I performed, that I created. You know, then people can be like, oh, that's 37 mph. Whereas if I'm a shy guy, which I am, no one would know me. And I wouldn't get booked to play cool stuff like this, like tonight.
What's your favorite hit record that you've worked on?
Why?
All of them.
Why?
Because they all came from a good place. Solid connections were made. I feel like everybody that I got to a pleasure to work with, we're still rocking, we still talk, we still have conversations, and there's plans to do more stuff in the future. So it's like some guys like Jay and I saw each other 2-3 months ago, and it's like, yo man, come over to the studio. And he's like, yeah, we don't have to like make a song and chase it to get on radio, but the fact that we have a brotherhood or we have a sisterhood if it's a chick, for me that's what I do it for.
Right.
Build solid connections through music.
Where do you see yourself in the next 5 years?
I would love to win an Emmy Award for my film work. That's the next.
So you're scoring?
Yeah. So you can check out Kizazi Moto. The film's called Herder Boy. We won a SAFTA late last year, and hopefully we're gonna get nominated for an Emmy.